We are back. Jesus. Not very feeling very good about Rust, crashing my shit twice. Never had a problem playing Rust, but never streamed it either. So, I'll try it again. I was saying earlier, I was having a little headache tonight. It's not that bad right now. I figured once the drugs kicked in, I took some Aleve and the nap kick in, let the caffeine kick in, all that stuff. Rust does that? Yeah, probably. And it could just be OBS. You know, I may not be able to do it with OBS. I have other options. You know, I can stream, you know, straight from... No, I don't do two computers, just one. And so I may have to like stream through like the NVIDIA deal, and we'll see. We will see. I have the option of doing Talk Studio, which is similar to StreamYard, but I don't want to do that. I'm limited to 30 frames per second, and you just don't want to do that with a game. So if OBS doesn't work, we're just going to skip it, and I'll try it again and to stream straight from the game and not do OBS. Because it'll still work. It'll still stream everywhere. Just because, you know, it's the server that does the sending it to all places, not OBS. And my second computer, I don't think that would be much help in any regard. I mean, the old one, maybe. The old Alienware that I used for a decade. But I pretty much stripped it whenever I built this thing. Took all the hard drives out of it. And, of course, the RAM was useless. Come to think of it, I think everything was useless. Yeah, it was just the hard drives. All right, let's see what we got. We will give it a shot. I don't understand this whole Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Hey, there's nothing wrong with an i5 and i7. I run an i7. Yeah, there ain't a damn thing wrong. Well, maybe 8th gen. I don't know, because mine's a 12th gen. Let me see. Is it window key pause? Yeah, there we are. Guess that is on the Vizio. Wherever the hell the Vizio is, something got all funky. It's all right. Display capture, Vizio. This all the way down here. I just have one PC, just the main deal. Yeah, 11th gen, i7, 64 gigs of RAM, Windows 11. I'm sure I can probably go a little bit higher on the CPU But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to go next gen, and get the capability for what DDR5. I'm DDR4 right now. Graphics card is it RTX 4070. Totals 7.5 terabytes. One of my hard drives, I can't remember the terminology. I get into it when I buy the stuff sometimes, but it's the SSD, it's the M.2, it's the better one, the faster one. That's my main hard drive, which is, I think, 2 terabytes. And then I have another 2 terabyte SSD. I have a shitty SSD, one of the 3.5 size ones, not the M2 shit. And I also have 2 1 terabyte fast Western Digital drives, but they are disk, old school. And so, yeah, those I have as a drive pool. Anyways. The SSDs are getting a lot cheaper now. I mean, you can get 4 terabytes and you're not going to have to mortgage your house or anything. I mean, SSDs aren't bad. I mean, we're talking, let me see. That's right. Amazon.com, shop the UIS. The UIS grift list. Now, an 8 terabyte, yeah, you're going to be paying quite a bit for that, yeah. And so, let's see. Yeah, this is a Gigastone. So I mean, you get what you pay for. It's not the best thing in the world. $70 for 1 terabyte. And if you go to a Samsung 2 terabyte Gen 5, $140 for 2 terabytes. This one's Gen 4, $170. They're both Samsung. This one must be better for some reason, but it seems like it would be slower. This one's Gen 5. Kingston, 1 terabyte. Crucial, which, people have mixed feelings. I have no problem with Crucial. I got a Crucial. And so here, a 4 terabyte is $300. That's reasonable. With the heat sink, it's not... Whoa! So with the heat sink, it's less? What's going on here? It says $260. Yeah, the read speeds, I mean, they do matter somewhat, but it all depends on what you're doing. And, I mean, it may not really matter. You know, it's like maybe a little placebo effect. You know, the big games that I run, I'll try to put those on the fast drive, and then the other games I'll put them on the secondary drive or the third drive. The fourth drive, the pool, you know, that nothing important goes on there. I have some ROMs on there and stuff like that, and only because it's a physical disk spinning, you know, moving part drive. I just don't trust them, and I know I should, because they are, you know, reliable. Hey, Harry, welcome. And so I've never really done any like benchmark tests and stuff like that, like real benchmark tests. I've used the user benchmark service, which game I just clicked it, and now it's doing a bunch of crap. I don't really want to run it. Anyways, it kisses my ass. It just says that I have an alien, you know, submarine, or I don't know what the hell it says, but it says it's good. And if all else fails, you know, I've got a couple of backup, I think 2 terabytes in the PS5 I could steal. And whatever the PS5 came with, it has that drive in there too. I think I've got a 5 or 6 terabyte external that's connected to the PS5 and has all the PS4 games on it, which are fucking useless. I mean, floods destroy chip plant. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to end up upgrading them soon, I'm sure. You know, I think Doom, I exceed the minimum, but I am not at the recommended or the ideal. So I probably will not be running that on Ultra. So we'll see about that. All right, let me move this over here. Shut that down. All right, so Doom: The Dark Ages comes out in another week, on the 14th. So next Wednesday. We could be playing it by Monday if we bought the expensive version, but it's free on Game Pass, so that will not be happening at all. All right, let's try to see if the server is still up. It's still up. That's good. And we're going to connect to it and see what happens. Let me move over to this. Okay. So hopefully it doesn't crash the stream. It might. And if it does, Ray Tracer Enjoyer. I mean, whatever. Usually I just let it do what is recommended. Anytime it says, you know, only click this if you're using RTX, I'll click that and just let it sort of do its thing. Occasionally, if I'm messing around, I'll put everything up as far as it'll go just to see what it'll do. And usually nothing. I mean, nothing bad. It'll just work. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Whoa. Vertex Broadcast 51 is now following. Sure if that's on. That's on Kick. So welcome. Because apparently anytime games come on, it automatically starts recording my voice. $7,900 GRE. What is that? Is that AMD? Or is that NVIDIA? Now, I wonder if I'm going to wake back up on the beach, or will I be where I was, which was underwater? Heretics over there throwing tomatoes. Wasn't feeling up to streaming at all, but it's feeling a little bit better now. I haven't had a shitty headache. Ate a bunch of Taco Bell. Finally kicked in, I think. My Aleve. It's between the 7900 XT and the 79 Golden Rabbit. Okay, AMD. Okay, gotcha. I don't have much experience with AMD. I mean, back in the 90s, I had an AMD processor. At work, we had a few AMD video cards. Mine didn't have one, but whenever they upgraded a bunch of stuff, some of the other people, they upgraded theirs to the AMD something or another. I mean, so I've used it a little bit. Because really, when you think about it, AutoCAD is just it's a giant game. Really, it needs a good video card. You don't have one, shit's not going to look right. Colors will be all fucked. Curves won't show up right. I drew a plat today at work, and I recorded a lot of it. I figured, why not? I'll open up OBS and just record me drawing. Might make a video out of it, who knows? Or maybe just use this background shit. People make videos with gameplay going. Why can't you make a video with stupid AutoCAD going? Zooming in and out and just seeing me fucking work. Bubby449 is following over on Kick. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I still stick with Intel just out of habit. Plus, I have a tattoo, so can't go running AMD with Intel Inside tattoo on me, right? That just wouldn't be right. All right. There it is. Right there. Damn, why can't I get that shit in frame? There we go. That's it. That's right. Super dork. One of my 5 tattoos, I think. That one. Got Thrasher magazine on my fucked up ankle. I've got my John Lennon Imagine tattoo on my left ankle, which, ironically, it's not irony though, but my license plate, which says the UIS is my license plate, is the John Lennon Imagine Florida plate. Got my Nirvana tattoo, which covers with a watch. Got my Life and Death of Superman tattoo right above my knee. It's about that damn big. Bubby449, how's it going? All right, I am sleeping, and it looks like I might be still underwater. Yes, I am. Hell yeah. All right. I guess I should. I think it's nighttime too. There's a fish. Rax knuckle tattoo? I don't think that's going to happen. I'm glad it's at least running and not crashing this time. I was deep underwater. I guess I see stars. Salt water. All right, so was it no clip, I think? All right, I want to wait for it to get daylight, and then we can look around and find the new jungle. Like I said, this is a brand new generated map, and so haven't built anything, done anything. I wonder if I can no clip to the moon. Probably not. All right, let's see what my graphics are set to. NVIDIA reflex latency marker, whatever. It's off, so who cares? Resolution is very high, mesh quality, all this garbage. I'm not sure how it looks on your guys' screen. It might not look that great since we're at 1080p. Just wish YouTube would allow 4K streaming with low latency, but they don't. They're ultra low latency. So it'll look great, but chat will be just so fucking behind. It's like the sun is coming up, maybe a little bit. I think the jungle is right over there. And I assume that just a new generated map is gonna contain the jungle. There shouldn't be any special thing to do, right? Because each map has a little bit of every biome. And this is just one that's been added. Now there was like a server command. Like to set like the time. But I can't remember what it was. I think I can do help. A lot of hurt world. Help. Achievement set to false. Okay. Let's see. Time. Day? No. I don't know. It'll get daylight soon enough. It's getting there. Let's see. If I'm going to just wait for it to get daylight, I might as well look up the command to make it daylight, right? All right. Rust. Server commands. Server commands. Time of day. Okay. What is it? ENV. ENV dot time 12. Cargo. There we go. There we go. Did 2 layers by yourself. All right. Still got C forward. Yeah, I mean, I come from the Burnout Paradise community, and so a lot of car racing, a lot of fucking about, a lot of sitting around doing nothing. And so when we got tired of the game, we ended up going to other games like Battlefield, and I was always a liability. You know, people knew that if I'm on the team, I'm probably not going to do anything. I'm going to fuck around. I'm going to find a helicopter. I'm going to find a vehicle. I'm going to do stupid shit. It's just how it is. Whoa, World Skipper has gifted a sub. World Skipper, you are the man. Thank you so much. And... Huh? World Skipper has gifted a sub to Drew? But Drew already had one. Wonder... He might have it for 2 months now. I don't know. All right, so that's got to be the jungle. That's the jungle. And welcome by the way. Welcome to the jungle. I think you can manually, like, maybe it's just me that I can do it. Let me see. Let me see. Harry. All right. You're not going to see DSP do shit like that. All right, let's get this damn no clip off. All right. Not a problem, Harry. I appreciate you being here. Oh, yeah, definitely a jungle. We have God mode, so screw you, Axel. We ain't gonna die. Definitely some new trees. And these weird ass things, which I'm kind of familiar with those. We have something that looks similar around here. What in the hell was that? Oh shit. New biomes means new animals, right? We're gonna get raped by a monkey in here somewhere. These things too, these little pine cone looking things, we have those here too. I mean, we are in the tropics, so I guess it makes sense. That looks like bamboo, kinda. One thing I do like about Rust over games like Once Human. I mean, Once Human, of course, I love. Once Human, I have like, what, 1,200 hours in it. It's always going to be the same. I mean, every hidden little cavern, cave, whatever, it's going to be the same every single time. They add new areas, but then those areas are always going to be the same. I like how this is procedurally generated. You start a new map, it's going to look different. The jungle could be on one opposite side of the thing than it is now. The size of everything is different. Some have like 25% snow, some have like 10% snow. Can you drive in this game? And then you're brought back to reality, and then there's a road. I don't know if anyone's ever played the game. Oh, shit. Never mind. Anyway, there's some game called... I'll find out right now. All right, those are just deer. They're not going to eat me. All right, this game... Come on. Satisfactory. This game was pretty good. I like that. Hey, John Zom. Good to see you. How's it going? All right, so I can get a water pistol. Okay, I'm going to give myself... compound bow. I really hope nothing comes and kills me. M92. Cyrax horror game. Listen to him explain his story. Now, I have a few of those backroom games where you can put pictures as the anomalies. And so we've done that. We did that on stream where we actually had Cyrax in a game. Items. Carvable pumpkin. Wow. Ammunition. Pistol ammo. Bunch of those. High velocity arrow. Okay. Yeah, SCP-339. Actually, there was somebody who made a picture of that with the whole SCP font. I have an SCP game, and I've seen people play it, and I really should get into that. And it's one of the good ones too. Well, I think anyways. It's like SCP-5K or something is the name of the game. Okay. Can you like get the meat? Okay, it's getting the meat as you're... Okay, I see what you do. You have to keep beating on it until it's gone. And you get all the stuff. Come on. There we go. Nope, still? Really? Pitter patter. There have been at least a dozen helicopters in your city. Ooh. And you live in a fairly... No, I don't want to say that. I mean, you talked about your hometown. That was not a small town either. But I don't know how big of a metropolis your current city is. Can I open this? Um, That'll do it. Just a casual tiger, I know. Reminds me of what movie was that? Apocalypse Now, where they stopped the cigarette boat. Get fucking attacked by a tiger. Yeah, just run into the truck, you dumb shit. Yeah, hey, you did it, not me. I mean, you're like the original self-driving car. Come on. The fuck is that? Dumb son of a bitch. That's what you get. What if this game is any good with a controller? I don't know. Got some deer. Not sure what the hell that sound was, but I don't know if you can like drive trains in this or drive anything in this game. I don't know. Little snow area over there. How do I get off this damn thing? There we go. So, I mean, this kind of stuff, I mean, you could claim this, right? And you could like live in this train, I guess. You, like build onto it and like build around it and mount. Okay. You have to get scrap. That's neat, I guess. Mount. Well, I can do that. I can, what do you deposit? Add scrap. Oh, shit, I can do that. I'm guessing that's scrap, metal fragments. Human skull. There's scrap. Whoa. Yeah. Got exposed. Shaft. Yeah, exactly. Now, where is the pecker function? I don't want motion blur. I want dick blur. Why is that shit like off by default? I mean, come on. I mean, you can turn it off, right? I guess I gotta get some pants. That's just all there is to it. I need to get some pants. That will solve everything, right? Attire. Blue jumpsuit. Didn't U.S. state pass a bill that female breasts are not sexual, can be shown in public? Probably. Get out of here, cat. Let's see. Scarecrow suit. It probably depends on which area. Damn it. don't really want to catch a ban for a cartoon dick. Let me see. Where is the Vizio? All right. That didn't help. That did not help at all. Son of a bitch. All right, let me fix this. Okay. All right, we got some all right, like Michael Myers. All right. Okay, now what? I'm gonna crash out if I don't win. We're gonna have some Boss Man Jack moments. Better think about your next move. I'm gonna kick some shit. All worth it. It wasn't. Aren't I using like 100 each time, each spin? Another helicopter flew over. I wonder if we looked it up. I wonder if we would see something that maybe you're not seeing. I'm not even sure what to even type to look something like that up, though. I don't want you to dox yourself. I mean, not sure if saying the city would do anything. The president from here went to Russia recently. President from here. Well, from the entire country, not from your city, right? Maybe coming back, Russian officials, yeah. I'm sure if China and Russia are hanging out, the people are probably all pissing their pants right now. It's like, well, if you want to fucking, isolate people, they're going to end up hanging out with other people you have isolated. It's your own fucking fault. All right, this ain't going nowhere. And it's fucking stupid the way they treat China. And I mean, I'm definitely not going to get into politics and stuff, but I have where I try to buy stuff, and I have to go through a lot of hoops to buy things that I want, and Nothing illegal, of course, but it's just a lot of stupid stuff that shouldn't be that way. You know, it should be that you should be able to buy something from a country in China and it comes to your house and gets there in less than a week. You know, what's the problem with that? And so some companies have found ways to do it, you know, whether they have like connections with like DHL, the ones who are able to get stuff to you sometimes within a matter of days is the people who use DHL. And so I don't know if they have a way to fast track it through customs or what, but that is add more scrap to your table storage. Okay. How do I do that? What is this? Did that work? It's right fucking there. I mean, I don't want to keep playing this stupid thing. See, it pops up with deposit. Like that's what's supposed to happen. Do I not have enough? What's the minimum buy-in? Add more scrap to your table storage. Usually, okay, so FedEx is kind of the same way, you know, on your end. But yeah, there's a few companies that I really trust, and I mean, you have to use apps like Alibaba or AliExpress. That's your own risk. But it's like you see people on there or companies on there, and they're the same, sometimes the same exact companies that you're buying from for way much higher price on Amazon. And so it's like, I've bought from them before. I know their shit is good. I know that they are what they say they are. And I have no problem buying from them off of places like AliExpress. I mean, and I've dealt with customer service with these people. They have made exceptions and changed things after the fact, and it's just great customer service. All right, I don't know how to fucking do this, so I don't know what my table storage is. Table storage? Is that what this is? Maybe I need to put it here. See what this thing does. Well, obviously nothing because nobody's back there. God damn it. All right. But some of my belts that I have, my wrestling belts, like the one that's hanging on the wall behind me. This is an online game, yes. If I was in a public server, there'd be other people. I'd probably be dead by now. But I have rented a server, and so I can cheat, and anybody can join because I have it set to open. So if anyone does have Rust and they want to come in here, feel free. You just have to add the server in Steam. And so right now there are no real people aside from myself in this game, in this world. There are NPCs that will try to kill you. And of course, animals. Got attacked by a tiger earlier. And I do like how Rust has these kind of things. These like little weird, I'm not sure how random they are. They seem kind of random because it's not always the same thing. I've never seen this one. Of course, this may be because it's new, the new jungle. With these new animals. Pigs aren't new, but the tigers seem new. Your helicopter. Let's go way up and take an overall. Is this similar to DayZ? I guess kind of. As far as sort of being a survival type game. But I think DayZ may be harder. I think this one, from what I can tell, I don't want to insult any like Rust gods out there, but it seems like Rust is probably a little bit more arcadey than DayZ, maybe easier to craft things, easier to, I guess, do all kind of shit. And it's, probably closer to Once Human than DayZ is, even though it's not like Once Human at all, except for that there's base building stuff, and I don't think they have a player versus environment mode in this game, unless you do what I'm doing right now, where Once Human is mostly player versus environment. There is a little bit of player versus player. But even the player versus player modes, you can't just go around shooting everybody. You have to certain circumstances. They're shooting at me. Oh yeah, this is the military base. They don't like intruders. Less exploring the map to survive. Now, I did notice that about DayZ. What little I have played of it is I just kept walking and walking and walking. I ended up just starving to death because didn't really know where I was going, what to look for. I'm not sure if DayZ is also procedurally generated or whatever, or if it's like the same map every single time. All right, so I guess that whole day thing doesn't... There we go. Cheat! Cheating bastard. Damn glitching bitches. All right, items. So you can put CCTV cameras up. And what can you build? And from what I gathered from the actual gameplay, the actual point of the game, is that you can build whatever, and it will immediately start to like deteriorate and rot, I think. And so you have to have like a cupboard, basically a bank. So it's like your house runs on stuff. So if you have your whatever stocked with whatever it allows, I guess wood, whatever, your house is protected, I guess they say. That's what the game says anyways. And of course, this game has server resets and all that stuff. So you can't really, I guess, get too comfortable and, you know, build this giant house and just live in it forever. But it might be like Once Human, where you can save that blueprint and then build it again later. I guess if you want to have your house and never have anything happen to it or whatever, you have to have your own server. But I think even then, it's like I had my own server. I had a area that was generated. I had a little house built, or it was like inside of a cave. And then the jungle update came out. And so I don't think that world would have contained the jungle, right? I mean, you can't just generate a jungle in an existing generated land. Who knows what it's going to replace? So even though you don't maybe have to wipe your servers, I guess if updates come out, you do have to update it. You do have to wipe it. The water pistols, what the hell? And you got scopes. I have used those. So see, let's take this scope. See, it says I gave myself the scope. So I don't know if someone else came in here, how I could give them something. I'm sure there's definitely a way. I thought there was another scope. Weapon flashlight. Shotgun. Variable scope. There it is. There it is. All right, and so now I can take this, I think. Can I do this one too? Where's the scope? It's kind of weird. So there's that, at least. So I don't know if anybody's watching who is on Rust, but I should put the just put the server up and just let people just fucking destroy it. Right now it's set to a maximum of 50 players, but I can go up to 150. Which I think is pretty good. Get out of this snow world. And it always seems like these worlds, from what I've experienced thus far, the few worlds that I've been in, there's always like one of these. Actually, this I've never seen before. The hell's shooting at me? But anyways, there was normally a knock on the door. All right, so there's normally like a little, I can't even, it's like a vault, like a lid. And these you can zip line on. I'm sure we'll find another one of those that I'm talking about. And they have cameras, and so you can knock the cameras out. Good, I'm glad songs getting caught in your head. And see, I like this. This right here is, I find, fairly, cool. It's like, it reminds me of, what show was that?